Sup, lore nerds? Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. I just deleted my entire Tyr questline. All of it. Gone. Accidentally. Did not plan on doing so. Luckily, Moni is re-recording the whole thing. Sadly, I've lost all the voice acting and everything. So hopefully you'll see footage on your screen right now. But I want to walk you guys through it very quickly so that we can get to the speculation bits. So it all starts off with us being called to Tyrhold.
Champion, thank you for returning to Tyrhold so quickly. I have appraised everyone else gathered here of my findings, but I need your assistance.
Once we arrive, we find out that Nosdormu has felt something. Not quite the presence of Tyr, but something, and it all seems to point to Tyr's tomb. We are then asked by Alexstrasza to investigate Tyr's tomb and find out what could possibly be going on, because it appears like the silver scale that we found in 10.0 is connected to this.
If you are correct, Nosdormu, then perhaps we will have Tyr's aid against the Infinites. I must ask your help again, champion. Kuranos, will you accompany them? Your knowledge of Titan technology may aid us.
Of course. I will do all that I can for Tyr's return.
You have given us hope, Nosdormu, but now we must act. Take the silver scale to Tyr's tomb. Collect what memories you can find there. We must get Tyr back.
Allow me to speed you on your way. Good luck, my friend.
We're then accompanied by Watcher Kuranos to Tyr's tomb. Once we arrive there, however, we find that the tomb and the Titan defenses within this tomb has been reactivated.
Blasted machines. Why have you cast me out?
We do not mean to alarm you, Paladin. We are here on an important mission for Tyr.
For Tyr? I am Travad, captain of Tyr's guard. My vigil is to watch over Tyr's tomb. Who are you?
I am Kuranos, a Titan Watcher. And this is my friend. We endeavor to awaken Tyr.
Awaken? Tyr? How will this miracle be accomplished?
With your help, I hope. But first, we must enter the tomb.
And Travad, a captain within Tyr's guard, the only one, actually, that is left. After, of course, we defeated Zakaz within Tyr's tomb, the Tyr's guard took the brunt of the assault, and Travad is the only one that is left, and he will spend the remaining days of his life guarding Tyr's tomb against any and all invaders. Once we finally get in to Tyr's tomb, Kuranos immediately realizes that he is sensing Tyr's presence, not just somewhere, but all around him, in the rocks, in the very defense matrices of this tomb.
The tomb's defense system reactivated not long ago. I know not why. It locked me out.
Since it is Titan technology, I may be able to fix it. Champion, will you try the other one?
By the light. You really are one of Tyr's creations. The seal has been breached. Quickly, into the main chamber, before it closes again.
If anything is left of Tyr, I will find it. This may take some time.
I can shield us
I
from the
cannot
rubble.
attack that
Champion,
target.
keep the constructs at bay.
The constructs would not be here if there was nothing to Tyr is here. In some form, I
do hope you are right.
I am out of range.
You're right. There is a power here. I can sense it as well. It is Tyr! For
We
Tyr!
activate a console within the tomb in order to download whatever is within this console, but the console is extremely damaged, and therefore whatever we manage to download, we don't know if it is actually real. So we have to venture further into the tomb.
I think I have it.
Good. Champion, then let us get out of here before the whole tomb falls in on us.
We must find a different console.
I know of another. Follow
We
me.
get to another console, perhaps hopefully not as damaged as the first one.
Is something wrong, Travad?
This place fills me with dread. This is where Tyr's guard fell. Whatever you need to do, do it quickly. I've lost friends to the monsters that lurk here in the shadows.
We need to check the memory before we return. Champion, speak to me when you are ready.
And lo and behold, it loads us into a memory of Tyr.
Activating the silver scale transported us into Tyr's memories. But I do not know this memory or this place.
I do. This is Tyr's fall. Could it be? This must be his legendary battle with Sakaj. Tyr's final battle. His noble sacrifice.
In fact, it loads us into the final memory of Tyr, when Tyr went up against the forces of the old gods and ultimately gave his life to save Azeroth. The questline here is incredibly cool, and it actually opens up in a scenario where we play as Tyr.
These horrors are too many and too strong. We will proceed as one and aid you against Sakaj.
No. Protect the Vrykul. I will deal with Sakaj.
And as you run through these forests and you're chasing Zakaz, you get to meet a number of the old god enemies and also then ultimately face off against Zakaz. Now, for players that has not done it yet, I would encourage you to explore a little bit. There may be old god minions there that trigger extra voice lines. I don't know if Moni is going to be able to capture this, but I definitely did. And Travad actually tells you that this is the monster that killed Tyr's guard.
That's the fiend that attacked my order. So, it was after Tyr all this time.
Very interesting there. Go and explore a little bit. It's really cool. But it's at the end of this chase that we finally stand face to face with Sakaj.
I am here, Sakaj. Stop this. My pursuit from Ulduar is at an end. If I had known a few dead Vrykul was all it took to get your attention, I would have killed them all. That I would not allow. The Vrykul stand at my side. They are not like your kind. Kithix has abandoned you. My kind. Order does not protect against betrayal. The Vrykul may stand with you. But one of your Dragonflights, the aspects, they will betray you, Tyr. All of them. Would you like to see?
Zakaz has a number of predictions for the future. He predicts that not just one or two of the aspects will ultimately betray Tyr. In the end, every single one of the aspects will fall to the madness of the old gods. Now, if we go through this, we already know that Neltharion did. There is a lot of hints within the storyline that part of Malygos's descent into madness had something to do with the old god corruption, and we know that the infinite Dragonflight and the return of Murozond, or the birth of Murozond, is heavily tied to the old gods. Murozond is actually trying to stop the Hour of Twilight from happening. He is trying to destroy all of the timelines so that he can save Azeroth from the old gods. Unbeknownst to Murozond, the old gods are using him to bring about the Hour of Twilight. Murozond, or Nosdormu, has fallen to the old god corruption as well. But it goes further. They argue that Ysera will fall to the old god corruption, and we have already seen this. Now remember, these were events that took place long before we even existed. Ysera did fall back in Legion. She became a Dragon of the Nightmare. And even though she has been restored, she is no longer an aspect. The final one, however, is Alexstrasza. Zakaj predicts that Alexstrasza too will fall to the madness of the old god.
Even me, the beating heart of the aspects, will betray you, Tyr.
Will Alexstrasza become corrupted like the others? Enough! Your games end here, Zakaj.
And this very vision is what pushes Tyr to sacrifice himself to save Azeroth, to stop Zakaj from being able to bring about this future. And one has to wonder if Tyr believed Zakaj, believed him enough that he would sacrifice his own life to ensure that this did not come to pass. Is there any way that 4 of the 5 falling to corruption does not inevitably lead to the fall of Alexstrasza? Even Tyr believed it. We have already seen the fall of 4 of the aspects. There is one final moment within this quest chain.
You are broken, Tyr. You have failed, and your Vrykul will perish. Corruption will claim you all. Even your precious aspects.
Perhaps you will be proved right, that mortals are weak and destined to fall into darkness. Yet the courage of the aspects and the promise of the mortals fills me with hope. Hope that they will carry on the Titan's legacy. So, if by the destruction of this body, you are purged from this world, so be it.
He does not say that I will gladly sacrifice my life. No, this body. I do predict that we will be able to bring Tyr back, and I believe I know exactly how. We are going to take the essence from infinite corrupted Tyr and place that into our Tyr once it is cleansed, and this will allow us to get Tyr back. That's the only way I can see it happen. For now, though, the aspects right at the end of the quest chain kind of surrender themselves to the idea that Tyr may actually never come back.
The silver scale brought him back for a moment. Is there more we can do?
The time ways grow ever difficult to read. All that is left to do is to prepare for the infinites.
There are still avenues to explore. I am sure a new path will become clear to us.
I will alert what is left of the Silver Hand. They may know something, and they deserve to hear of what I witnessed.
Whatever may come, with or without Tyr, we will face the infinites together. We are dragons. We will rise.
Nostormu is not yet ready to completely give up, even though the time ways is still chaotic to him. For some reason, Nostormu simply cannot see the timelines. They are so chaotic, in fact, that he would not even dare to venture into them to find another Disc of Norgannon. This is what all of this is about. With the Disc of Norgannon, they can absolutely bring Tyr back, because Tyr placed his full construct within the Discs of Norgannon, but it was stolen at the beginning of Dragonflight by the Infinites. Perhaps exactly because the Infinites know Tyr is the only one that can stop them. The question becomes, how does all of this play out? And how exactly does this fit into the creation of Murozond? Because I do believe that we are inching ever closer to that fundamental creation, where Nostormu becomes Murozond. This is purely speculation on my part. With the corruption of Alexstrasza prophesized by Zakaj, a minion of the old gods, could that be the moment, the catalyst that sparks Nostormu to change the time ways and ultimately birth Murozond? If indeed it is Alexstrasza's fall, she herself says that she is the heart of the aspects, and that's the moment that starts the corruption and the ultimate birth of of Murozond, the question becomes, how is it that Alexstrasza falls? My own speculation theory that I'm working off of at the moment is the Oath Stones. Neltharion's corruption clearly started much earlier than what we were ultimately led to believe. This suggests to me that as a servant of the old gods, and the old gods with their only purpose being bringing forth the masters, with the giant hole into the void now under Aberrus, Neltharion most likely spent an not inconsiderable amount of time tying the essence of the old gods to the Oath Stones, the 5 lanterns, the flame they seek will light the master's way. That is ultimately what I believe leads to the corruption of Alexstrasza. When the Mother Oath Stone is ignited, this corrupts the heart of all of the aspects. And if I am correct, and aspects are tied together, then when the heart becomes corrupted, it will in turn corrupt the entirety of all of the flights, since that seems to be what the lore suggests. I can't know, of course, and I don't think any of us can know, but I am excited to find out. The storyline was absolutely phenomenal. Most of it was actually voice acted, so really worth doing. It's very short, but it actually unveils so much story, so it's really cool, really worth seeing. And that scenario playing as Tyr, absolutely god mode. You should absolutely check it out. And that brings us nicely to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Also, leave a comment. What do you think is going to lead to the creation of Murozond? I'd love to see it. To all of the patrons, the YouTube members, and of course the Twitch subs, thank you so much. Without you, this channel wouldn't exist. For $1 a month, you get access to everything, so they really do not have an excuse. Hit the links in the description down below. Lore nerds, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to each other, be good to each other, and I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out, fam.